called A through F already, but no one knows why. One girl, one band.
Yo, what is up everybody? It's Out of Order, and I'm back with the tutorial series. So yeah, I thought I'd start off with something kind of really specific, but like not really too difficult. It's definitely, you know, in the beginner stage. This is something you need to know, and yeah, let's just get started, I guess. So I'm gonna launch up After Effects right now. Okay, so now that it has finally opened up, I guess let's just get right into the tutorial. So this tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to use ZDepth clips, you know, how to use like, you know, fog and basically just all that kind of stuff, how to add depth of field. So yeah, let's just get started, I guess. So I'm going to create a new composition. And then you're just going to want to make it whatever the resolution of your video is. Mine is 1600 by 900. And I'm just going to make the duration 30 seconds, frame rate 30 FPS. You can do whatever you want. Alright, so we have our composition. Now, I guess let's just get started. So in order to do this, you're going to need clips that are ZDepth, and, you know, also green screen clips are nice, but, you know, you don't have to have the green screen part, but it does make everything a lot easier. So I'm just going to find my clip real quick. I think it's saved on my desktop. Here it is. So I'm just gonna use, let's see, I guess let's just use my Dust 4K pump clip. These are my own clips that I recorded using Merv streams, but you don't have to use your own clips. You can use whatever clips you want as long as they have some depth of field clips. So what you're just going to want to do is just put your world clip at the bottom, add your depth of field clip on top of it, and then of course add your matte clip. So now that we got all that set up, we're just going to want to color key out the green screen. So you can use whatever you want. You can use key white or color key. I prefer using color key since it's a lot simpler, and I totally forgot how to use key white. I haven't used that plugin in forever. But my color key settings are real simple. It's just 155, edge thin 1, and that'll give us a basic color key. It's probably not something you'll get from like Red Giant's, you know, keying suite, but other than that, it'll get the job done. Okay, so now that you have that set up, next thing you're going to want to do is duplicate your world clip. This is how I do it. I've seen editors do it completely different, but what I do is I duplicate the world clip, and you're going to want to make sure you have track matte this over here. You're going to want to make sure this is enabled. By default, it probably won't be enabled. It'll probably look something like this. And to fix that, you're just going to want to come down here and click this button, and that should add it. Now, once you have it added, you're going to want to set it to Luma inverted, and it should automatically say depth of field.avi. And as you guys can see, it'll look pretty normal. You know, the depth clip is still here, but other than that, it'll look pretty normal. Now here's where the fun part comes in. So you got your clip all set up, and now we just gotta add some, you know, some effects to it. So what you can do is you can add camera lens blur. This is what most people use for blurring. Put it on the bottom clip, and as you guys can see, we now have some depth of field. It'll take a little while to load in, but once it loads in, you'll see. So yeah, we can do stuff like this. It's nothing too crazy, you know, but let's get into more of the cooler stuff. So yeah, once again, this is what you can do with it. You can just add some depth of field, but that's not really that interesting. There's some more stuff we can do. Another effect that I've seen a ton of editors use is BCC lens blur. This is a plugin. You can get this with the Boris Continuum Complete suite, I think it is. And it comes with a bunch of other effects, but this is what a lot of editors use. I've seen Wavy, I believe, and I4PP use this effect. It's pretty nice, but basically what this is it's a bokeh blur. So it's basically a blur, like a camera lens blur, except this one adds more of a bokeh effect. As you guys can see, it kind of looks like bubbles. Maybe if I change it a little, you guys can notice it. As you can see, it looks more like bubbles. Let me see, change this to circle. Yeah, I've seen a ton of editors use this one. It's a nice effect. Another effect that a ton of editors use, like most of the editors on T3C main, what they use, like Maniac in them, they all use Z fog linear, and it's exactly what it sounds like. It's fog for your depth clip, so you can change it here. Something like that, maybe if you want. You can go with green fog. I haven't seen many people use it, and it's all customizable. You can change the fog and everything. Make sure it's set to the depth of field thing. Make sure that's enabled right up here. And yeah, you can change the fog, you know, make it red like Maniacs, or make it some other color, which is, it's pretty nice, you know. But yeah, that's how you make fog in your edits. You can also use displacement maps if you want. I'm just gonna use the regular displacement map that comes with After Effects. And if you want to get some like really trippy thing, you can do it here. Something like this maybe. You know, this might be a little bit too extreme, but if you want something like this, you can easily make something like this. Okay, so you got your depth of field clip all set up and nice. You know, you like how it looks and everything. Now you're probably wondering, how the hell do I, you know, keyframe this? How the hell do I sync this? Well, pretty simple. All you gotta do, select them all, pre-compose, done. That's pretty much it. Now you can just edit it like a normal clip. I've seen editors do it completely different, like Maniac. They pretty much time remap their whole thing separately. Like basically they'll have this move at a certain speed, but they'll have this one move faster. It's hard to explain, but yeah, it's just whatever works best for you, go for it. But this is how I do it. I just pre-compose it and then sync it up how I normally would. But yeah, basically this is basically what you can do with it. I just made this in like maybe 5 minutes or so. It's nothing too crazy, just basic syncing. But yeah, this is basically basic syncing. So yeah, I just did some basic syncing right here. It's nothing too crazy. It's just basic syncing. But anyway, guys, that's the end of the tutorial. I mean, you can go pretty crazy with your effects. You can do a ton of stuff. Pretty much any effect you can apply normally, you can apply on the ZDepth clip, which is nice. So we can add maybe some S4 perspective on here. Actually, no, that'll work. Maybe some S distort RGB on here. You know, add some basic distortion or whatever. You can basically go all crazy with this stuff. It's pretty crazy with what you can do with this. But yeah, that'll be the end of the tutorial, guys. If you enjoyed, leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, comment down below what you want to see in my next tutorial, or if you have any questions or if you need help with something, just, you know, comment down below and I'll be sure to help you out best I can. And yeah, that'll be the end of the video, guys. I mean, I hope you enjoyed. Peace out, dudes. Later, man.